Well, first of all, congratulations on this part of the series. Man, this one must have been exhilarating for you, I would think.
It was, it was fantastic. It was a really, really good shoot. Lots of running around, lots of getting fiercely competitive with Emma about who was the fastest across the ground.
And who was?
I definitely say me. But she would give you a different answer, definitely. And I think she's probably better over long distance, but short distance here I'll have her every time. Yes, so no, I enjoyed that, and it was a very kind of exhilarating shoot. But exhilaration is only a state that you can keep up for so long. Yes. We were shooting both films back to back, and we were shooting for 18 months. So if we spent the whole time being exhilarated, I think I might have collapsed with exhaustion at some point, which I didn't. And so but it was there were certain scenes, particularly the stuff on the poster, all that chasing through the forest was very, very exciting.
Yeah, very physical, very physical for you. How on earth, Daniel, do you even begin to put the last 10 years of your life and the experience that you had into words?
I don't, generally speaking, but I get asked to a lot about this time every year. It is very, very tricky. Somebody did say the other day, "Can you put the last 10 years into one word?" I said, "No, of course I can't. That's madness." It's just been the most incredible experience of my life, really. I mean, it's every opportunity I get for the rest of my life, I will be derived from the fact that I did Harry Potter when I was this age, so I kind of owe everything to this series of films and the people I got to work with.
And the friends you've made.
And the friends I made both in the cast and the crew.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching this film, and the scene that particularly, really touched me was when you and Emma were dancing, Hermione and Harry, and you're in this tent and you're doing this dance, and to me, it was like two friends it just really showed on your faces.
Great.
What is it, the three of you have grown up together, have been through the trenches together.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far, but yes, it's been a very pleasant trenches. If the trenches were like that, yes. But yes, I mean, we have grown up together, and I think there is an understanding and an acknowledgement from all of us that we are the only three people that know what it's like to go through this mad 10 years and be at the centre of it. So yeah, I mean, there is certainly a pretty firm bond between all three of us, I would say.
Yeah, and it'll probably never end because you're almost pretty well family, I would think, by now.
Yeah, pretty much. But that extends to the crew as well. There's a lot of people on the crew who did all 8 films, and that is just a firmer bond in some ways. Like the guy who dressed me on Potter was a guy called Will Stegel, and he did it for 10 years, and is like a brother to me, absolutely. And I've got surrogate mothers and sisters all around the set, and and there are some amazing people that I will know for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you will. There's also there's so many great scenes in this one. It's so much fun to watch this one. But the 7 Harrys. Okay, what, 95 takes you had to do?
Yeah, 95 takes. Can I just point out that wasn't because I was terrible. It was because it was a very complex technical shot, and it was using a motion control camera, which is a camera operated by a computer rather than a human being, so that it can recreate exactly the same move every time. Pardon me. And basically I would stand in one place and the camera would do the shot, and then I'd stand in the second position and the camera would do the shot. But if I was standing an inch too far to my left or to my right, then I would be standing in another theoretical me that would be put in there later. But yeah, so it took a long time, but it's one of those sequences. It's wonderful to see when it does then come out onto the screen, because it looks so good, and all that work paid off for sure.
How'd you like yourself in a bra?
Better than in stockings and suspenders. That was the other option that was toyed with at one point. So yes, no, I found it quite funny, and everyone's been talking about it, so it's given everybody a laugh, clearly.
It's great. It's such a wonderful scene. Over the years, man, you have worked with some pretty amazing people. Yes. At some point you must have just stepped back and go, wow, just to learn from some of these people. And even working with somebody like Ralph Fiennes, who I know is, out to kill you, but still, wow, I
mean, just working with everyone from Rafe to Gary Oldman to David Thewlis to Imelda Staunton and Michael Gambon, you know, all these amazing, amazing actors. It's such a privilege for somebody of my age and my inexperience in the film industry, you know, to be working with actors at that level. Is just, you know, the stuff of dreams, really. I mean, it's just a mad opportunity that I sort of can't believe that I've had to watch them and learn from them. You know, I wouldn't be half the actor I am without having been able to watch them.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what the very, very last day of shooting was like for you guys. Can you just kind of relive it a little bit?
It was quite upsetting at the time. You know, I mean, it felt pretty bleak at the time. I was crying, and everyone was crying. In fact, me, Rupert, and Emma, and all the crew. You know, all in floods of tears, and it was, it felt very, very sad and kind of hopeless on that day. And then the next day I woke up and went, hold on, I've got 2 jobs I'm going on to. This is fine. This is not, you know, this is not so bad. But at the time it was very, very sad. And yeah, it was very weird, particularly seeing Rupert cry. It was kind of wrong. It was like seeing your dad cry or something. It was wrong. Yeah,
for sure. No, you're moving on, but I know you're going to be on Broadway. We're going to see you soon on Broadway. But you've been taking dance lessons, I understand.
I certainly have, absolutely. I better have been. I've been, as you say, I'm on Broadway next year, and I've been taking lots of dance lessons for a long, long time now. And hopefully next year, under the tutelage of Rob Ashford, that will only get better, and I will hopefully not dance as badly as I do in this film.
Oh. No, I told you that was my favourite scene.
It was your favourite scene, but it wasn't. I don't think I would have got many, 10s on So You Think You Can Dance or one of those programmes.
I think they'd still take you.
Okay.
Don't you worry about it. Well, congratulations again. You're just outstanding. I can't wait to see the second part. I can barely wait for it. It was so exciting. Awesome. But again, you've just done a wonderful job, and it's just, for me personally, it's been a pleasure knowing you since you were 10 years old. Oh. You've just grown into such a wonderful young man.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
That's really kind of you.
Oh,
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.